All right, welcome back. Jeff Mayweather talks about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his future as a boxing trainer. Says a lot of things that I agree with and some very keen observations. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. So Jeff Mayweather, the uncle of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the brother of the late, great Roger Mayweather, brother of Floyd Mayweather Sr., talks about Floyd Mayweather Jr. becoming a trainer. Now, if you're not familiar, most of you guys should be familiar with the Mayweathers, but if you're not familiar with the Mayweathers, you should know that three of the brothers, they come out of the state of Michigan. One of the greatest boxing family, that you can think of. One is a world champion in Roger Mayweather. The other one's a Hall of Fame level trainer. Another one was a world title contender. Floyd Mayweather Sr. fought Sugar Ray Leonard, also a world-class Hall of Fame trainer. And then you have the youngest brother of the three, Jeff Mayweather, who is also was a very good professional boxer, not on the level of fighter as Roger Mayweather, the Black Mamba, and also a trainer. I don't know if he's had the level of success as a trainer that Floyd Mayweather Sr. has had with some of the big name fighters that Floyd Mayweather Sr. has trained. But Roger Mayweather has been around boxing a long time. He's a great personality in the sport of boxing. You see him on every time. I love interviews with Jeff Mayweather. I think the dude, from what I can see, man, he's just a straight up nice guy, man. Tells the truth, very funny, not very, he's not not a confrontational, just seems to be an all-around good guy. He's interviewed on the Mayweather boxing channel. I don't know who owns that channel, whether it's the guy that interviews or whether it's the Mayweathers or somebody that they contracted out. I don't know what the deal is, but obviously this guy is the one that runs the page. He's interviewing Roger Mayweather, and he asked Roger Mayweather about Floyd, saying that he's going to be a trainer and how he sees that coming out. And he gives an answer that I think is pretty legitimate, man. And that is he don't see it happening, right? And he doesn't see it happening. And I don't see it happen either. But he rejects the idea that Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't have the ability to be an excellent trainer. So that's what he talks about. One side of it, he says that he doesn't believe that he's going to be a trainer, but that he definitely has the ability to be a trainer. So how does he reconcile these two things? So the first thing, the ability to be a trainer. The interviewer brought up a couple of examples of fighters and athletes that that are very good at a sport, but are not necessarily good trainers, right? Or good trainers or good coaches. So he used Magic Johnson. Said Magic Johnson was an excellent basketball player, but he was not a good coach. Also, he used the example of Ted Williams. Ted Williams is, I think, the last baseball player to average 400 for a season, to hit 400 for a season. So a very, very great hitter. He became a hitting coach. Mayweather says about Floyd Mayweather Jr., though, is he doesn't believe that that's the case. He actually talked about how he's seen Floyd Mayweather Jr. and he's seen him work with kids before. And he said that he reminds him of Roger Mayweather. He thinks that he could be as good a trainer, at least is what I got out of it. He thinks he could be as good a trainer as Roger Mayweather was. It's just that Roger Mayweather was more hands-on and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is less hands-on. The barrier to success for Floyd Mayweather Jr., according to Jeff Mayweather, isn't his inability to work with fighters that might have less talent than him. It's the fact that his lifestyle is not going to fit being a trainer because of the amount of commitments that he has in his life, the amount of things that he has going on. He says Floyd Mayweather Jr. is traveling all over. He's traveling all over the world. He's giving interviews. He's, he has a promotional company. He's got different business ventures that he's got going on, and that takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of his time. He said that the reason why you see him working out with his son right now is because of all this stuff going on with, people having to stay at home, and the fact that the young man, that his son's mother had passed away. That was, something where Floyd has to go spend time, or he should. He needs to, and he would want to. I want to say that as as positive a way as I can, to spend time with his son whose mother just passed. And the fact that that you really can't go anywhere, was just, it resulted in him spending time with his son, doing what a father should do during times like that. And that's why he believed that he was that he was out there working out with his son and doing that. And that's not some long-term, like career change that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is looking to do. It's just him being him not, a lot of his appointments being, canceled because he can't travel all over the place. And the fact that he needed to be with his son during very difficult times for his son when his son's mother had passed away. And so that's what he was there. So the idea to Jeff Mayweather, the idea that Floyd would become a trainer is not realistic because his schedule doesn't permit it. He specifically talked about, spending 2 months working with, he can't see Floyd Mayweather Jr. dedicating, say for a training camp, like an 8-week training camp, that he's going to dedicate and cut his life off, and all the other things he has to do to train with somebody for 8 weeks, or a 12-week training camp, that's just not very doable for Floyd Mayweather Jr. But it was also, when he mentioned that, it's also a caveat to people that are selecting trainers, boxers that are looking to deal with celebrity trainers, because he said what you don't understand is that they have so many commitments and so many other things that they have to do that they may or may not be able to be with you every day, right? And you could see that. I can't remember the name of the trainer but I've heard of fighters leaving big time trainers because of that, because they're like, look, man, you can't commit, you can't give me enough of your time. And if you can't, I think it was Freddie Roach, and one of the trainers that left Freddie Roach and went over to Robert Garcia, because he's like, look, man, I can't, I like Freddie Roach, I like working, but it's like a celebrity gym. He doesn't have time to work with you every day. He's, he might, he has other people doing things, and then he might walk into the ring with you, during fight night. And in certain fighters, they want more attention than that. And that's something that people should be careful of when they if they choose with these celebrity trainers. That is something that I think you also see with, I think you saw that with Jermell Charlo and Ronnie Shields, because Jermell Charlo was training with Jamal Charlo and with Eris Landy Lara in Houston with Ronnie Shields. And he made the shift to Derrick James. And Derrick James is the type of person that is not, at least this is my understanding of it, and having gone by their gym, this is what I see. That Derrick James is not somebody that has a lot, he's not training a lot of fighters, right? He's training the two major trainers that fighters that he has, Errol Spence Jr. and Jermell Charlo, and he's not putting himself in a situation where he can't attend to both of those fighters full time. So, that's an approach that some people just, certain celebrity trainers don't give you what you need to get as far as that hands-on attention. And if that's the case with a guy like Freddie Roach, you can only imagine what that's going to be like with a guy like Floyd Mayweather Jr. So, I mean, the long and short of it is, and I still maintain this, that Floyd Mayweather Jr., if he really wanted to and if he committed to it, could absolutely positively be an excellent trainer. Because he knows the skill set. He's not somebody that relied on a lot of athleticism, and he's not somebody like Roy Jones. He's not a Roy Jones Jr. Where Roy Jones Jr. is just doing things that are out of that are way outside of the textbook, but because Roy Jones Jr. is such a great athlete, he can pull it off, right? Like the chicken move and all that stuff. That's something else Roger Mayweather talked about. He's like, when he's training young guys and beginners, that they're not focusing on, trying to do the things that that the world-class special fighters can do, because those fighters are special. That's how they can get away with it. But fighters that are not, that are beginning and who are getting their fundamentals, that you don't really do that type of stuff with them anyway. So, I mean, I thought it was a really good interview. Thought it was definitely insightful about conversation about trainers and the priorities of trainers, what it's like to be the work schedule that's necessary to be a trainer. And the fact that just Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't fit in like that, doesn't fit into that. I don't think, though, I do think that maybe, I doubt that ego would have a lot to do with it either. But, anyway, it is what it is. It's just, he's not going to be a trainer, man. I don't think that that's realistic for him to be a trainer. I think that he's as him being a promoter, that might be is a bit of a conflict of interest between being a promoter and a trainer, even though I think you might be able to do the manager and the trainer. I think you might be able to match up, being both a manager and a trainer. Andre Rozier out of New York is being a manager and a trainer. I don't know if there's been a promoter and a trainer, though. That seems to be a little bit awkward. But anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.